Well, I choose the Venus name because Venus is a goddess of love and beauty, and they believe that Venus was born in Cyprus. Cypriot cuisine uses a lot of spices like cilantro, dry and fresh. They have their own tradition and dishes like no other place in the world has. We import things from Cyprus. We bring a very, very unique cheese, halloumi. We use authentic recipes from the island, like our lamb, the way we prepare and cook the lamb. The stuffed grape leaves are very, very famous here. When I first came with the idea to build a restaurant, we wanted to do something different. The idea was to build a Cypriot restaurant, so we had to think of the island. Every winter, we try to keep the place with a little live music. When you come in, besides the food, besides the drinks, besides the service we give you, you will feel like home.
Have a good night. Thank you very much. Good night.
So Alexis, Venus is like a kissing cousin to the other Greek restaurants in the city. Tell us why you chose it.
Oh, that's very well said. I just sort of stumbled upon the restaurant because it's relatively new to a very established market. I mean, the restaurants in Greektown are very well established. They've been there for 20 years, most of them. And I sort of stumbled upon it, and it's a Cypriot restaurant, which is a slightly different version of Greek food. They have all of the main dishes that you might know. But they're a slightly tastier version, a little bit lighter. You're going to find everything that you want in a Greek restaurant, but they offer some other dishes that you might not otherwise find in Greektown. And also, those Greek dishes that you would find in Greektown, I think have a very have a nice spin to them.
Well, I could tell you, I think I found another favorite restaurant.
Really?
Yes.
Andy.
We went into the place and figured, well, it's a restaurant well decorated and things like that. Once we sat down and the spirit of the place kind of like descended on you, it took me somewhere. I felt that if they would have had on the building across the street a mural of, like, say, the Mediterranean Ocean, I would have believed I was on vacation in Greece. The food was spectacular. There was nothing within our meal that broke the facade of being in an exotic, Cyprian kind of restaurant. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that's actually true because I lived in Greece for many years. I mean, I've lived in Greece for more than 5 years, and when I compare that food there, I'm comparing it to what I actually experienced in Greece. And I would say these are not only some of the best Greek dishes in Greektown, but some of the best Greek dishes I've ever had. And the food is phenomenal there.
Right. And, for someone from way at the south side, driving up, we drove, into the city, to visit this restaurant. I would say that restaurant could be a reason to come to the city.
I've been quiet because, honestly, it wasn't my favorite Greek restaurant in Greektown in Chicago, but it was in the top 2 or 3. Honestly, I had some good food. First of all, the olive dish that they give out at the beginning of the meal, I went through 2 of those.
Right.
So I'm an olive fan, and that was a wonderful spread, and we'd dip the bread in it and all that. So it was really good. But I didn't love my appetizer. I had the shrimp saganaki, and I have to be honest, like the fried, I think it's feta on top of the shrimp, made an aroma and taste that just did not sit well with me. Beyond that, then I had the pork. I think it's called a filia.
Okay, I had that.
Have you had that?
Yeah.
What did you think about
What is
that?
that?
Fabulous. As far as what it is.
Well, I'm glad you said it was fabulous, but I thought it was really fatty. Like the meat was really fatty.
Okay, what we had, what it is, it's pork that's marinated in red wine, and so basically it was chunks of meat, and then they have what's called porgori,
Right.
I believe it is, and it's cracked
Which
wheat.
was wonderful.
That was amazing.
Yes.
As far as the meat itself was concerned, I found it to be excellent. We both came home with additional portions, and a day later, it was fantastic.
One of the things that happens to me when I go to Venus, you're talking about these these entrees, and I've never had them. There are so many that I have yet to discover. Every one that I have, I say, God, this is just outstanding. I mean, their moussaka is outstanding. Their dolmades, they have a different name in this restaurant, but their dolmades are outstanding.
If I can interject one thing, is I have to remark on their wine list.
They have a huge selection from not only Greece, but Cyprus particular.
Right. I mean, I opened the wine list, and it was like it went on for like pages. you
Yeah,
know?
that's new. I mean, Greece and Cyprus, they're not generally known for their wines, but they've really improved a lot over the past 5 years, tremendously. Right. The Greek wines have improved a lot.
Right.
I think the biggest hurdle for Greek wines, I know it's going to sound really funny, but you can't pronounce them. I mean, they're like, okay.
Yeah.
But no, they're absolutely wonderful, but it's not as simple as Pinot Grigio or Sauvignon Blanc or Chardonnay. It's Aioritico, and, you know.
That's right.
I mean,
Very
it's just
good.
like,
I'm so
it took
impressed
me a
with you guys.
while. So, Alexis, you know, I mean, obviously, I've lived in Greece and you've been to a lot of the other Greek restaurants, but what makes Venus your favorite?
You know, it's a very close-knit ownership. They're very personal. You go in there and you really feel like you're part of their family.
Happy birthday, dear Daniel. All right, Alexis, Venus was your selection. Give us a summary.
Some of the best Greek dishes that I've ever had, and a very warm and personal atmosphere.
All right. Megan?
They could pay a little bit more attention to the balance of the aromas and flavors, but altogether, obviously, a neighborhood staple.
All right. Andy?
A new favorite for me. What can I say? It was an excellent dining experience. It was what I call a dining event, and I would definitely suggest that anyone outside of the city environment, it'd be worth their trip to come to the city just for that experience.
All right. Well, you can try the Cypriot specialties for yourself at Venus, 820 West Jackson Boulevard, 312-714-1001. They're open for dinner Monday through Saturday and for brunch and dinner on Sunday. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $25.